and gals, and welcome to the third episode in my now titled web series, The Geeky Cauldron. Yes, like the leaky cauldron, but geekier. Today we're going to be discussing, or actually I'm going to be ranting for hopefully less than 20 minutes about how much the Walking Dead season finale sucked giant, humongous Chewbacca balls. Seriously, I'm not happy. I'm going to post a link below to my blog where I posted up a review the day after of the season finale. It's not safe for work and it's not safe for children. There are a lot of F-bombs. Like a lot of F-bombs. I was pretty angry. So keep that in mind, but definitely check it out. Let me start off by saying that I love The Walking Dead. I love the comics. I loved the show, and I think that the first season of The Walking Dead was one of the best seasons of any show on television ever. Ever. It was perfect. Every episode started and ended where it should. The season... Why do you always leave in the middle of me talking? The season ended right when it should have. It was perfect. And then the second season came around. And the second season was like the poop stain on the underwear of The Walking Dead. And it really... The farm was like a major reason as to why the second season sucked. And it was just because they were stuck on this farm for episode after episode, and they were looking for Sophia, and they weren't really getting anywhere with looking for Sophia, and it's because Sophia was literally right under their noses because Herschel was locking walkers up in the barn. And as soon as they find Sophia, they stay on the farm. Meanwhile, the entire season, Herschel, the farm owner, keeps telling them, you can't stay here, like, you're not allowed, and they stay anyway, and it made no sense to me. And there were a lot of episodes that season that I felt like were extremely overwrought, like there was unnecessary stuff put in there. It was just a lot of filler and fluff and crap, like scenes went on too long, and like glances to each other went on for too long, and like whoever was in the editing department must be like how I am, where I just can't cut shit out of my videos and it ends up being a 20-minute long video. But like, I'm not getting paid to edit an award-winning television show, so I can get a little rambly. But whatever. Now, I pretty much pooped a brick when Michonne appeared at the end of the second season of The Walking Dead because I love Michonne. She is my favorite female character in the graphic novel. As a woman, it's kind of also hard to accept The Walking Dead because let's take a look quickly at all of the women in The Walking Dead. Andrea, she's a good shot, but the guy who's like the leader of a town who's clearly a crazy dictator, is that the kind of guy you want to sleep with and abandon your friends for? Come on, Andrea. Lori, fucking useless. I would 100% understand Lori sleeping with Shane. I wasn't mad about Lori sleeping with Shane. That makes sense. You thought your husband was dead, and this man, he became your everything. My issue is that he became her everything. My issue is that as a woman, she needed another man around her. And my issue is that as a woman and as a female character, she was utterly fucking useless except for getting knocked up. Literally, that's all she was good for. She couldn't do a single damn thing. She even tried to take a car out and flipped it because she was a female driver. She was useless. Lori was useless. Carol, useless. Maggie, useless. She's starting to become useful because she got a boyfriend to teach her how to be a shot. I mean, what about the young girl, Herschel's other daughter? What is she good at? Being a wet nurse. I mean, not a wet nurse because she's not lactating, but nursing a baby. So she's a babysitter. Michonne is the only female character who is consistently friggin' awesome. And that was my main issue with the second season of The Walking Dead. There was way too many instances of confirming and reinforcing gender stereotypes. I mean, there was even a scene where Lori pulled Andrea off to the side and said, you need help with the cooking and the cleaning more. Like, really? So, you thought the third season was going to be cool. They found the prison, and Rick looked like it was going to be a Rick-tatorship, and he was going to be a total jerk face. And then Lori was still around, and it was finally great when she died, and Carl started becoming a bit of a dick, so it was kind of cool, but Andrea was just the worst. Ugh, and it made it so that when she died in the season finale, I wasn't even happy. But here's the main issue with the last episode of The Walking Dead, and it's the same issue with a lot of the episodes of Walking Dead, and it's called Nothing Fucking Happened. Yes, we get it. Andrea's an idiot. Yes, we get it. The governor's crazy. Yes, we get it. There's going to be a war. When you are showing previews for the season finale, and you're showing this implied action, like you're showing Rick running and the governor running and everyone running, to have the season finale be nothing more than the governor's forces pushing into the prison just to get flashbanged, a couple killed by zombies, I don't even think they did, and to run away, that was the denouement. That was the climax of this huge battle that they've been building up for the entirety of the season. Literally. And I'm kind of offended that you spent the entire season stringing me along going, oh, it's going to be a huge battle, prepare for a battle. And you know what? When you expect a huge battle, you expect some people to die. And I mean some true characters. The Walking Dead graphic novels are not as nice to their characters as the show is. It's like they baby them. They placate people who don't want certain people to die. Oh, we'll riot if so-and-so dies. Oh, we'll riot. These people need to die. Guess what? I hate to say it, Daryl is awesome. I love Daryl. He's one of my favorite characters. But Daryl doesn't exist in the comics, which means he could have died a very long time ago. And I understand that he's a fan favorite, but shit needs to start happening. Even in the comic books, Rick gets shot in the gut during the battle against Woodbury. I mean, something actually happens. It just seemed like nothing happened. We get it. Carl's going to be a jerk. But is that really supposed to be the one thing that's going to make me watch the next season? Worrying about whether Carl's going to pull a total Shane, shave his head, and get crazy eyes and start running around banging chicks? Is that what's supposed to make me want to watch next season? Or is the idea that the governor, who just went completely Scarface AWOL, shot everyone in Woodbury, pretty much, and then drove away with his two henchmen, am I supposed to, care about him now? Am I supposed to still be worried about him? Because he's literally 3 people deep. There's no need to worry now. He's got 3 people on his side. I understand that at the end of the season finale, Rick brings everyone back into the prison and looks up at where he kept seeing Ghost Lori and didn't see Ghost Lori, and it was like he expelled all his demons, but was an entire season supposed to be about Rick expelling his demons? Was the issue with the governor supposed to be nothing more than something that kept Rick occupied? Because I'm pretty sure that's something a lot bigger than that. You know, there's a battle between good and evil. There's a look at what certain paths people take down when humanity is at stake. When you are the last few people in the world, how do you act? You know? What do you do? And the governor deserves to get punished. I mean, in the comics, his nutsack is stapled to a floor. His nutsack is stapled to a floor. That hasn't happened. I would love to see that happen. I mean, not visibly, watch it happen, but I would love, he deserves to have his nutsack stapled to the floor. That guy's a dick. You've completely ruined the governor as a villain at this point. You made us care for a whole season. You made us think that there was going to be this ridiculous season ender, and nothing happened. I mean, it wasn't the worst episode in the world, but it was a terrible season finale. At least have some sort of sinister thing looming at the end of the episode. Maybe like a giant horde of zombies walking towards the prison. Or maybe the governor speeding back towards the prison, you know? Even if you know when the next episode starts in the beginning of next season, that since it's only the governor and his 2 henchmen, he's probably going to get killed within the first 5 minutes. At least you're sitting there thinking there's some sort of action that's bridging the 2 seasons. What's bridging the 2 seasons now except for Carl being a douche? Nothing. And guess what? I was a die-hard Walking Dead fan, and now out of principle, I will not watch the season premiere next year, or the end of this year. I don't care. You've pissed me off, AMC. It's like what you did with The Killing. Everyone loved The Killing, and then what did you do? You made The Killing shit. AMC. But what's going on? You can't do this. You can't make episodes and certain seasons really good and other seasons total absolute shit that just seem like you're stringing us along so we'll keep watching every weekend? That is offensive, and I will not stand for it. Sexism and racism aside, sexism because the women characters all suck, racism because there's always one token black guy, you guys have now kind of killed your own show. You shot yourself in the foot. I miss Shane. Anyway, tune in next episode. I'm going to probably be discussing Game of Thrones. Ooh. And I also want to know if you guys want to hear any other videos about any other stuff. We can talk Harry Potter. I'm always down to talk Harry Potter. We can talk anything you want. I'm probably going to get into video games soon too. Big gamer. So let me know. This has been the Geeky Cauldron. Live long and prosper. Bye, guys.